Alrighty. Now you're ready to hop into advertising. So, getting started with advertising is a little bit, I want to give you a heads up before you try and jump in and spend any money. Number one, you need to have an aged Facebook account, meaning don't just go and use a brand new Facebook account and start advertising with it. Facebook marks this as like a fraud potential because they have a system and they don't want people to abuse. If they get banned, they can just go make a new account. So, what you need to do is be very, very careful that you have an aged Facebook account, and you want to start with small budgets, right? I know you want to scale, but part of doing this is understanding how exactly you're going to get everything off the ground. And if you try and mess with the ad, when you create an ad set too much, don't mess with the ads. Let it, like, when you create your first ad, I'd let it run for a week at least. Don't mess with this, because if you get your ad account banned, your website and your domain becomes flagged. If you ever try and use that again, the new account will get banned. Your credit card will become banned. You get a new credit card and payment method. So be very careful about this. And also, the Facebook page associated will also become banned. It can't be promoted anymore. So, all that stuff being said, be very, very careful going ahead. Start spending a little bit of money and don't try and abuse the system. Let Facebook warm up to you spending money, and give it just a couple weeks time before you start really chugging at those budgets, right? So now that we're ready, I just want to give you a little story. I mean, I created 2 stores before I even had one successful one. Then I created a 3rd store, and both of the first 2 stores I had to create from scratch again because they both got banned. So heed my advice, and we'll go on from there. Now, it's getting started. You're going to want to go to business.facebook.com, create an ad account out of your existing Facebook account. So if you have one that you use consistently, you're going to want to do that. Go to business settings. You're going to want to add a Facebook page that is associated. So I added one right here. So to do that, you go to pages and then add new page, create a new page. And same with ad accounts. You're going to want to go here, create a new ad account, and you'll name it. Now, that's all you really need to know for now. Now we are going to go back and we are going to set up a pixel. So, on your first ad in general, we're just going to use engagement, because we don't really have an audience of people that are really ready to buy yet. You kind of want to give your Facebook pixel. So what the Facebook pixel is that it is a tracking software that gets put onto your website that tracks what kind of people, based off their interests on Facebook, that they are, and it finds more people similar to them. So when you go to advertise, it'll actually make your advertising cheaper when you go on a mass scale. Now, starting small, I like to start with engagement because you can retarget the people who engaged with your posts. So these people love the product. They are, it gets an emotional response out of them. So what you do is you're going to try and sell them on the first ad, right? And the reason I like engagement so much is that you can see which groups are responding the best to this. Now, if you do this later on, engagement is the ultimate score of how much someone loves something, right? We do likes, we use likes as a measure, right? Buying intent comes after you've established the engagement. Which people, that you can scale way more off of engagement than you can with click-through rate and buying intent, because you don't know who's actually buying it, and your pixel doesn't know who's buying it. So having a higher CTR, which is a click-through rate, which is how many people click, and click-through rates often associated with engagement, is way more important for scaling than it is for, let's say, just going directly for conversions. Now, you can go for conversions if you already have pixel data, but we don't. So we're going to set up an ad account associated with this. We're going to go continue, and we're going to create our pixel. As if it decides to load anytime soon. Let's see if we can go back. You're killing me. Alright, so this will probably load for you. I have no idea why it's doing this. So we're just going to go here, we're going to go to the business settings, top right, create a Facebook pixel. And boom, create. And now it's loading. Set up the pixel now. Why is it doing this to me? We're going to assign ad account. We're going to try this. I have no idea why it's not loading right now. I'm trying to work around that right now. So this is a little bit of a on the spot thing. So let's go back to our main settings here. Go to OK. Set it up. Set up pixel. There we go. So to install a pixel, it is actually very, very easy. So what you're going to want to do is look for this little code, and I don't know if you can see it, but I'll show you. We are going to paste this in somewhere where we can read the text. So we're going to go to products. I'm only doing this to show you. You'll be able to identify this code, so just sit tight. So this is not where you paste it, but I'm just showing you that this code right here is this number code. That's all we need. So we're going to copy that and delete that and go to our online store, leave page, preferences. Now we go to Facebook Pixel. Paste that here and click save. Oh, I left in a little extra apostrophe. But now once you're done with that, now whenever you go view the website, it'll actually turn green. So your pixel should be green. Let's go and check this out really quick just to make sure. And look, last received a minute ago, so we set it up correctly, and that's all we need to do for that.